Alright, this is video number 4 for the entire review. This will be our last video because I'm pretty sure I can do this in about 5 minutes. So we finished up the last video with all of the information solved and filled out in the chart. So let's answer some questions. Alright, how much will the insurance pay for the medical costs of everybody? And then how much will Tommy have to pay for the medical costs of everybody? Well, going back to your chart, all you have to do is just add everything up. So adding everything up here. For the insurance that has to pay, just add all, that entire column up, add up how much Tommy's got to pay. And so my answer ends up being 174,000 for the insurance, and then Tommy has got to pay 8,000. All right. Now, how much will the insurance pay for the property? So now property damage, we're going to have to do a little bit of investigation because of the fact that going back to the problem, 50,000 was property insurance. All right, 50,000 was property insurance. Now, 56, I went ahead and highlight or underlined it, boxed it, whatever. That's how much was damaged, 56,000. So if you remember from last week, I told you to take 56,000 and separate it between Tommy's and property, because remember, you got to separate Tommy's car and property, because property is everybody else, and then Tommy's car is his stuff. So that we'll talk about that in a second. So separate the two out, and then go one step further. And I know this is already kind of the deductible stuff, so hold off on that. But let's go to this right here. 50,500. 50,000 is what the insurance is going to pay, because based off of the insurance right here, there it is. Based off of that, that's how much the insurance says they're going to pay, which means Tommy's got to pay 500, which is the rest. All right, so to answer the questions, how much will the insurance pay for all the property damage? The answer was 50,000, which means Tommy's going to have to pay the additional $500 because that's how much was left over. All right, last is, let's see, the last two questions is how much will Tommy has to pay to get his car fixed? Now, his car, remember, is different from property. So remember that he has a deductible. Deductible means how much he's got to pay first before the insurance kicks in. So he's got to pay the first 500, and the insurance will pay the rest. Okay. Now remember that $5,500 was messed up on his car, so he's paying Tommy 500, and then the insurance is paying the rest. So how much will Tommy have to pay to get his car fixed? Well, that's the deductible, which is the first 500, which means the insurance is going to pick up the rest of the bill, which is an additional 5,000. All right. Last one is a credit card statement. So here we go. All right. So starting off with A, finding the average daily balance. So we've done this numerous times now. This is the second one we've done in this review. 15 days times $572, 16 days times 800. I mean, you're going to get an answer, and then you're going to divide by 31. So when you do that, you're going to get A, which means A is going to be $736.16. All right, so that's how you find A. Let me clean this up a little bit. All right, next is finding B, which is the monthly periodic rate, which is the MPR. Take the APR and divide by 12. Okay, this should not be new. So you divide by 12, and your answer is going to be 2.75%. Now, let me clean it up again. Now that you know what the balance is, now that you know what the periodic rate is, it's now easy to find what the finance charge is. So all I'm going to do is multiply the APR times the finance. Now remember, the monthly periodic rate is going to be times 0.0275, and that's going to get your finance charge, because remember, whenever you multiply by a percentage, you move the decimal. $20.24. And lastly, to find D, not, well, in this line that is, to find D, starting with the previous balance, subtract, add, 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 equals D. You do the math, and that's $553.46. Now, the last thing we got to do is E. All right, so let me clean this back up. So think about it. The credit card company is allowing this person to borrow $8,000. They already owe $553.46. So very simply, to find E, all you have to do is find the difference. So find the difference, just a simple subtraction problem, and your answer is $7,446.54. That's it. Hope you learned something. We are done with this review. Hope you're ready for the test. Good luck.